welcome to my tutorial. My name is Chris Keller, and in this tutorial I'll just show you some ways on how you can control your 808 when mixing it with a kick in FL Studio. So let me just get a kick. I'll use this, and I'll use this for an 808. So the first thing that you should do is to send this to the mixer by pressing this button and doing the same thing with the kick. So as you can see, the kick is in 1, insert 1, and the 808 is in insert 2. So now that we have that, I'll just play anything for now. I'll just come up with any simple progression that we can use to find it easier to mix this. So let me just do this quickly. Okay, switch on my metronome for now. Sorry about that. Okay, let me just get a quick hi-hat that we can use instead of the metronome. Okay, switch that now. Okay, so since this is our kick, we will just, there are two ways of actually controlling an 808, and I'll show you the reason to why you have to do these two different steps or methods. So if I was to copy the kick, or if you were to copy the kick into the 808 channel, you discover that it will be distorting. So let me just play that so that you'll be able to understand what I mean exactly. So already you noticed that there was a rise in volume of the 808. Immediately it hit the second one because of the sustain that it has. So in order to control that, this is one method you can use to control the volume of the 808. In short, we want to make sure that it is cutting right before it hits the next 808 drum. So one method is this. So the first thing you do, you have to go into your kick settings and then go to the spanner. Then you have to click cut itself. So as you've noticed, we have these two new numbers. So make sure to remember the numbers that you get here, because it won't always be 1. Sometimes it is 2, 3, and yeah, you get the point. So after getting the number that you've received after cutting the kick, you go to your 808 and then go to the same part, the spanner, and then you have to insert the same number here. When you do this, this tells FL that you want the 808 to kick to cut itself automatically before it hits the next 808. So let's play that and see what happens. So don't worry about the sound that you just heard, because it only plays once you've stopped it. Already you've noticed that there wasn't any rise in volume, and it was only possible because of what we've done. And from what we've done, it's making sure that 808 is cutting by itself before it hits the next 808 line. So this is one method. The other method that you can use to make sure that you have the same result, but before I even go to the next method, maybe we can even take this into the piano roll and see how we can control the 808 with that method. So with this method, it allows you to use the slide tool where there isn't anything below it, because normally it only works if you have a slider on top of a normal. This only works if you have a normal kick played under it, it will make sure that it will still slide even though you don't have anything below it. So that's method one. The second method that is used to control the 808 in FL Studio is, let me just get another 808, and then okay. So with this method, you don't have to cut anything. All you have to do is copy what you want to play from your kick and copy it, paste it rather, into your 808. So as you can see, if I play it, it will distort. So in order to avoid that, this is what you do. You go to the envelope instrument settings, and then this envelope, and then just dial out all these labels, put them to 0, and then you increase the hold time rather, to maximum. You can never put it anywhere, but maximum usually works. So let's hear that again. So however, with this method, it usually looks at the timing of kick plays that you've already painted in here. So this follows the length of the 808 in here. In short, we have to lengthen this to match how you want it to be. So put it how you want it to be, and then it will follow exactly the length of every 808. So if you still want the slide in here, you can come there and now add it like that. So these are the two different ways of controlling an 808 sample in FL Studio. The rest is basically just mixing the samples.